Well, it is Super Bowl 57 Radio Row, and I'll tell you what, we're with our good friend Mike Dempsey. Mike, this is our second Super Bowl together, and I'm afraid you created a monster. Here we are for part two. They say the sequel's never as good as the original. We'll see.
Yes, hopefully next year will be Vegas. These guys are going to be in for the time of their life in Vegas.
Turn it off, Mom. Well, here we are, Mike. Again, it's good to have you. You've got so much planned. You're always out around and meeting the people. Getting out here, NFL Alumni Association, you're a big part of that. Kind of talk about how you got involved with the NFL Alumni Association, because I think it's such an important, and it continues to evolve, of the benefits and the things that these players, once their football life is over, it's so important that they have something like this to kind of fall back on.
I got one involved in the last 5 years, Beasley Reese and Bardos. I'm from New York. You can tell by the New York accent. I do live in the Carolinas. But part of Beasley, really, we're taking over the leadership. Phenomenal job that they've done, really creating a lot of giving back to the community, really focusing on kids, causes, Shriners, all the stuff we do. And I got involved in my local chapter. There's a guy named Adrian Morrell, former New York Jets running back, all-pro with the Cardinals for 2 seasons in 97, 98. Adrian's our chapter president. And we're doing so much work in the community, really growing our base and making sure that we're out there. We do ALS, a lot of stuff. We're part of a lot of great charities to get back to the community. So that's what it's all about. So NFL will not take care of me. So it's my job to get back to everybody else and pay it forward.
Absolutely, and I mean, you were at the Pro Bowl, then you come here, the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas, then you come here to Phoenix, Arizona, and the Super Bowl. Just kind of what kind of events, what have you been doing since you got into town here in Phoenix?
Well, I'll tell you, Vegas was great because we did a celebrity basketball game. Barely got into that game, but Dennis Rodman was my coach, and pretty cool experience. Floyd Mayweather, celebrity basketball. Pro Bowl was kind of unique this year, the format. I didn't really understand what was going on. I thought the game was over after the first 2 games, and I was ready to leave the suite. And they were still doing skills competitions or some. So I missed half the second part of the games. I thought it was over. But being here Monday we did such a great event with the Sports Philanthropy Group. Went down to Towson Union High School. These kids, underprivileged kids, spoke about financial literacy to these high schools. A lot of the NFL alumni, Chris Warren, a lot of great guys.
Devon Kennard.
Yeah, Devon, yeah.
We had him on our show,
we just out there, financial literacy for these school kids, so important, how to manage your money. And we were there for like the whole afternoon. It was a great way to kick off the week, giving back. And Tuesday was our NFL Alumni Pro-Am, and I stunk it up out there, I gotta be honest. It was cold. I was using somebody else's clubs, that's my excuse. But it was a really kind of rough day, but we had a lot of fun, again, at the NFL. And Sage Steele, got to ride around in the golf cart with Sage Steele, so that was a pretty incredible experience. But it was out here, Radio Row, and tonight we got a lot of events. The Cigar Party, Gridiron Greats, Assistance Fund, which I've been part of for the last 10, 11 years. Coach Ditka spearheaded it. With now Earl Acker and Jaws. It's a cigar party. Brian's running around here. And it's just an incredible experience. We're playing golf for Gridiron Greats tomorrow with Jim McMahon and Kyle Turley. It's the first cannabis-friendly golf outing. So
the first of many, I think.
I will get high just from being around those guys. I don't even have to do any cannabis and just being around. We had one golf event where it was John Daly, Ricky Williams. It was actually John Damon's event. And it was those 2 guys, Kyle Turley and Jim McMahon, and that foursome. And you could smell the weed from a mile away. It was just.
And they have their own brand now called Revenant, I believe.
Revenant, that's it. Yes. Revenant MJ. It's actually really good, by the way. But they were out here yesterday, and Jim is one of my all-time friends, heroes as a kid, and just a great guy. So gotta love Jimmy McMahon.
Well, Mike, there seems to be a pattern developing between a lot of these events that you do and injuries. Now, last year, I don't think it was an injury. I think last year in one of the flag football games, you maybe dropped a wide open pass down the seam.
The story was Sage Rosenfels. He's one of the quarterbacks. Garcia, I did catch a pass from Jeff Garcia. Almost broke my finger. So he zipped it in there, tight spiral. Then Rosenfels throws a 60-yard bomb. I saw it. It was a beautiful pass. And my legs just can't catch up. I'm 52 years old this year. And I saw it, and I would have had to lay out for it. I would have never gotten up again. It dropped through my fingers. And that moment was lost. So I'm playing again this Saturday in the Celebrity Sweat Flag football game. It's at Grand Canyon University, 11 a.m. There's RG3 and Doug Flutie's team. We're playing Tracy McGrady's team, a basketball guy, really, but he actually won the flag football competition last year, so I heard he's pretty good. But I'm just in here to defend against Michael Irvin. I just won one series against a playmaker, and so last night I told these guys a story, went off stage, we were doing a comedy event with the NFL legends, and I think I did something to my ACL. I'm not sure what I did, but I'll tell you what, Jack Youngblood could play a Super Bowl with a broken leg. I can get out there with a bad, this will be my third. I've had 2 ACL surgeries, and I'm probably toward the end of my knee right now, but I'm going to give one more shot. It's going to be like Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel, New York Knicks, or get on that field, and got to do it one more time. I maybe only one series, but I think I'm going to do a pick 6 or something. Something incredible is going to happen on Saturday. So come out, see it. Grand Canyon University, Celebrity Sweat Flag football game. Actually, you guys are wrestling fans. Brie Beller and Nikki Beller are going to be there. I don't know which Beller's going to be on my team.
Or which one's single? That's the better question.
That's what I want to know, because so one of them, it could be a moment where I tackle one of them. It could be a hug or tackle. I'm not sure what I would do. I'd probably hug her. I don't think I want to tackle her, but
I'm telling her to go for your knee. I know which one's it's the right one.
Dr. Jen Welter, by the way, last year, she ran right over me, actually. She's a baller. She's the first female wrestle coach, and she plays flag football. And she's a baller and ran pretty much, I don't know, right over me or right through me, but I looked pretty bad out there last year, so I got to redeem myself one last time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get our Starcade team doctor on that to take a look at that for you. Hopefully.
Please do.
But Mike, we're here at the Super Bowl. We've got to talk, I guess, about the game. I think that's the rules here on Radio Row. You can't do an interview without talking about the game.
We didn't last year. We skipped it. We just skipped that part. So Bengals, Rams, we just...
We're from Kansas City.
Good.
Chiefs are here, so I think the rule applies to us this year. But so the Chiefs are here. We've got Patrick Mahomes. I don't think the Eagles have faced a quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes this season. They faced the Daniel Joneses of the world, Brock Purdy, until he hurt his arm. Josh Johnson comes in. They're mowing down these teams, but this Chiefs team is a different animal. What do you make of this game?
Defense is that's what it comes down to, right? Every Super Bowl comes down to defense. I think I give Kansas City the edge. I really do. And Mahomes, I'm worried about his ankle.
Yeah.
And Kelsey, how's he feeling? Because I mean, these guys are
the back spasms.
Yeah. So I'm kind of a little bit nervous about that, but I got to go with KC. So you can't beat Patrick Mahomes in my book. So hey, I know Lee Steinberg. You know, Lee's my dear friend. So
absolutely.
I'm all the way. But I'll tell you, Philadelphia, incredible season, incredible run. Jalen Hurts, man, what an incredible story. But there'll be other Super Bowls for him. I think this is going to be the Chiefs. I'm going to say 34 to 31. I think it's going to be a very close game.
Yeah, I had 27-23.
Every prediction seems to be within within a touchdown, certainly, and that's the beauty of this. For us, Mike, growing up in Kansas City, and I grew up in a small town, to wind up here, the gravitas, this event, all this stuff, and that you've helped us acclimate into a lot of this stuff. I mean, just you must have had something in your life growing up that sort of led you down this path. You didn't want to be a factory worker working 9 to 5s. You had a bigger vision, clearly, for your life, and to see it manifest in the way it has to be very gratifying. We're just kind of trying to follow in those same footsteps in a lot of ways.
The vision happened for me, honestly. For you guys know the story, I was at 9/11.
Yes.
World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Injured that day and kind of changed my life forever. So started getting involved in philanthropy to help the victims, survivors, rescue workers, and do a lot of work for Canada Fitzgerald that lost all their employees on 9/11. And in order to raise money, I had to get a lot of my celebrity athlete friends to help raise money for the victims. Did a lot of work with the Yankees. I know you guys are Yankee fans, but hey, did a lot of work with George Steinbrenner over the years and brought a lot of these guys to got to play baseball, live my dream. Played a lot of baseball till I couldn't play anymore. Then I did boxing for a couple of years. I got in there, did a 3-round trade boxing match. Jerry Cooney was the original opponent, ducking me, as you know. He was afraid of Dempsey. With a spoon, didn't want me, so I fought this guy, Richie the Mountain LaMontagne, 3-time cruiserweight champion.
The Mountain, that's never a good nickname.
I the Mountain, and I'll tell you what, the Mountain didn't know it was an exhibition. It was like Thunder Lips and
Rocky.
Yeah, what happened was he came last minute, did not know it was just supposed to be like an exhibition, really sparring. He brought his whole team, the Don King guys, that all showed up, the entourage. I said, oh boy, I didn't get a chance to rehearse what we were doing. I had a torn meniscus at the time, as you know. I had surgery after the fight, and first punch was right in the mouth. So what's that Mike Tyson expression? Everyone's got a plan, take a punch in the mouth. I got punched in the mouth. Actually, mouthpiece was hanging out. Next one was in the nose. Actually, the first round, I went pretty good. Second round, the body shots. Liver, right to the liver, and that gassed me. But you know what? I didn't go down. Made it through 3 rounds. times and survived. Mickey Ward was the referee, Irish Mickey Ward. We did it for his charity. And I had Dickie Eklund, who you guys probably know from the movie The Fighter. Christian Bale played him in the movie. I think Christian Bale should play me in the next movie. Well, I think actually Mark Wahlberg needs to play me, because you know why? Mark Wahlberg played Mickey Ward, the fighter, and Vince Papali, who's one of my other good friends in Invincible. So I saw Mark Wahlberg last year in his golf outing. I said, Mark, he can play Mike Dempsey. It's got to be a role that he can play. I think it'd be an action movie. Well, it could be a horror movie. I don't know. What would it be? I don't know. But it'll be something. So
action
Mark
adventure.
Wahlberg's gonna play. Yeah, action adventure. So, but back to the question. I mean, philanthropy has really been something that I use as therapy to pay it forward. And for me, mental health, PTSD, I have a lot of that. And the way I kind of get through every day is by helping others. My daughter does too. I have a daughter who's autistic. The way she deals with her disability is by helping others.
Yeah, that's tremendous. And I just, being around this stuff, and we got so much more coming up. I know you mentioned your good friend, Lee Steinberg. His party every year is kind of the place to be. Last year was at Sony Picture Studios. How are we going to top it this year? It's at one of the minor league baseball parks, I believe.
Talking Stick.
On Saturday. And, I mean, Lee Steinberg does so much. You talk about a philanthropist and so much for neuroscience and helping athletes get kind of the help they need when it comes to CTE and all that he does in his organization. And they help bring Patrick Mahomes to Kansas City. So I'm forever indebted to Lee Steinberg, and he's kind of my guy. So,
known Lee for 28 years. I'm dating myself. Lee is tremendous. Never changed. He's been up. He's been down. He's up again. Deserves it. I mean, the guys that loyal to Lee. I'm a Lee guy. Always will be. And but you didn't mention the party tomorrow night, the Gronk Legends party we have.
I didn't, because last year I almost didn't. It was an open bar at the Avalon Club in Hollywood.
Yes.
And let's just say it was not my finest evening. Mike, you were there. You know.
Yes, I was.
I didn't mention that because I thought maybe it would just kind of magically be forgotten about. But yeah, here we go. Legends party, Gronk, and I guess I had to do it all over again. Mike, you're going to have to help me this year.
It's going to be a great event at the Gila River Resort. I keep saying Gila. It's spelled Gila, but it's Gila. I'm from Brooklyn. I can say whatever way I want to say it. It's the Gila River Resort. Vernon Davis is my guy, too. He is co-hosting it. We got Doug Flutie, Tony Gonzalez, so many NFL legends, and we have Nelly performing.
Yes.
And my guy from New York City, Brooklyn, Michael Rappaport, comedian. He's from Erasmus Hall High School in Brooklyn. He's got a mouth like me. I have not cursed yet on air. Michael can't get through 2 minutes without saying an F-bomb. It's going to be fun. There'll be a little comedy thing going on there, and it's going to be a riot, truly, tomorrow night. So anybody who's in the area, check it out. And Gronk, me and Gronk was supposed to be my next boxing opponent. You might have seen the video, and Run DMC and I were playing around with Gronk at a 9/11 charity day. I said, Gronk, you want to go with this guy? And he was like, let's fight Dempsey. So next day I got a call from his manager. He goes, when are we doing this fight? I said, I was just kidding. I don't think I want to get in the ring with Gronk. What do you think? That wouldn't last long, would it?
Yeah, Gronk is the former WWE 24/7 champion. I think he had that dethroned by Kane, the Big Red Machine, the mayor of Knox County. So Gronk in his current physical condition, we just saw him earlier. I'm going to go no on that. But
boxing, I think he beat me. But wrestling, Roddy Piper was my guy.
Absolutely.
Roddy Piper, what was his best move? He poked you in the eyes.
He did.
So I would get an eye poke in on Gronk, and I give him a low blow, and I think I might pull out a quick pin there. So I'm going to say wrestling. We might promote WrestleMania next year, Dempsey and Gronk.
I love
boxing. I think this pretty face, I don't need to get hit by Gronk, so I'm going to go with that.
And Mike, before we let you go here, we're going to do an eye poke to Mark Ettrick. He's not here with us.
Mark Ettrick's not here with us, but Mark, you're going to be here with Vegas next year, a whole week, and we're counting on you, Mark. So you need to be here with these guys. These are your Kansas. We need the Kansas Jayhawk legend, Mark Ettrick, to be in the building, and I've been missing him all week, actually. Mark's been my partner here for the last, 5-6 years. It ain't the same, but I'm doing it for you, bro. And next year in Vegas, it's going to be a whole week Pro Bowl and Super Bowl back to back. I don't know if I make it through the week. What do you think?
But we're going to need him because he's a lawyer, and
it's going to need to get us out of some trouble.
He became our de facto lawyer during last year's event, and Mark is my favorite Kansas Jayhawk of all time. And I don't like any other ones, so he's my favorite.
That's awesome.
You're only and your favorite.
And they went 6-6 this year, made a bowl game, and I got to give Marcus flowers on that. So
what an exciting game that was, by the way. Where?
The Arkansas game. Oh my God, the overtimes and all that. Yeah. I mean, We miss you, Mark, by the way. We do. Mike's wandering around here. He doesn't know.
Lost.
He's
I'm
lost.
lost.
I mean, we just so many great people out here, and this is what it's all about for me, because we saw like Earl Campbell. We saw
Earl Campbell's
the
my guy,
legends,
yeah.
Tony Dorsett. We've got current players in here. You see like a Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey. You're like, that's amazing. Those guys are a part of what this league is now. But the guys that helped build this league into what it is, and they gave their bodies for less money and no insurance, and those are the guys like Earl Campbell. You see him in a wheelchair and the hardships he had to face.
Jim
And those are the
McMahon.
people that really paved the way, and I have all the respect for those players, and I know that's your era, so those guys really have to mean a lot to you as well.
Tony Dorsett, man. I was with Tony earlier. I hadn't seen Tony in 20 years, and I mean, Tony's doing great. 20 years ago, he wasn't doing that good, and he looks great today. So Tony is a legend. Pitt, Dallas Cowboys, but just seeing these legends around here doing their thing, making a difference in the community is what it's all about.
It is. Mike Dempsey, our guy, our friend, and I'm proud to say that.
Maybe lost around here at sometimes, but you always have a home here at Starcade Media, Mike.
I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Mike. We'll see you in Vegas, as they say, and that'll be 365 days from now. Can't wait to do it. Can't wait for it, man.
There'll be some good pictures coming out of that week. I could promise you that.
Thanks
Mark,
so
you
much,
got to get us
Mike.